Welcome to this week's episode of Chasing the Whimsy. I'm your host, Ben. It's a big episode today, guys. We gotta get. That's what they say in the business. You gotta got. And I can't do it alone.
Hello.
So I had to bring in Liam. He's wrestling. And I was like, dude, I need you. And so he canceled practice. He's gonna hang out with us today. Our guest hasn't been here since 30, like almost 37 episodes ago.
Oh.
JSarge. How you doing, JSarge?
I'm doing great, guys. Thanks for having me back.
Man, sorry it took so long to get you here.
Hey, it's been several months. What can I say?
It's
all good.
Like yesterday.
37 was a good episode.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
He's been busy. He's got his own podcast now. Liam, did you know that?
Weren't you on it?
I was on it.
I did know that then. Isn't it about like the feeds, like internet?
Yeah, like the algorithm and what it chooses to give you, what it chooses to put on your feeds. Yeah.
It's a fun podcast. What is the name of that podcast?
Suggested Articles, a podcast.
All right, give me a quick rundown. What does the format look like on your show?
Okay, it's I don't know. It's like a third conspiracy theory, a third tech, and a third just goofy ass stuff that just happens along the way. We try to go through the whatever articles Google or whatever search engine is we're looking at that day is trying to feed us, and we kind of try to talk about things that happen in the tech world, and it doesn't always work like that. And we talk a lot about the simulation. Keeps coming back to that. Yeah, so it's there it is.
And you release every other week, yes?
Yeah.
And who do you do the show with?
My good friend Jeff, who is the other Jeff.
Is he 2F?
2F Jeff, yes. I'm
You're the
1F
Jeff.
Yes.
A 2F Jeff.
Yeah.
And he's 1F Jeff.
Yeah.
Not JSarge.
It is JSarge.
Yeah.
Now, the funniest thing is Carrie is your wife.
Mm-hmm.
She was on a recent episode, and somewhere it was brought up that there's two different Jeffs with different Fs. And then when Carrie was on, she referred to you as JSarge, and I thought that was the coolest thing in the world.
She's never ever called me that before or since. Yeah, that's I think what happens is my name is like professionally I put my name, like if you look on like the Internet Movie Database or whatever, I go by J Sargent, and so everybody, but because my last name is Sargent, everybody who knows me eventually just calls me Sarge. So I think the guys in Tell 'em Steve Dave just shortened it to J Sarge.
Right.
Yeah.
They're real big on nicknames.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
So did you just say you're on IMDb?
Yeah. I have a couple credits over there.
I did not know. How did like with my creepy stalker yeah.
I stuck that by. Well, I didn't have any names to drop, so I'm like, I'm on IMDb.
So I'm gonna look it up because I don't know if it's gonna be on. Okay, so Liam, I'm getting ready for this show today. I'm trying to come up with some topics for us to talk about. A couple of months ago, I'm on Facebook looking for some information. I'm trying to get a hold of Cheese, the Tetris player. And in my search, I stumble upon, for whatever reason, a random Cheez-It post from JSarge from like 15 years ago. And then instead of like bringing it to our podcast, I'm like, I email him and the other Jeff, and I just gave away. Did you guys talk about that yet?
We haven't talked. Oh, have we talked? I don't think we've talked about that yet.
Okay, so it'll be next episode on your show.
Yeah.
Teaser.
Yeah.
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 I do like emailing your podcast. It's so much fun.
You have definitely helped contribute to some of the finest moments we've had.
I'll probably end up tweeting it to you guys because I'm running some stats.
Okay.
And there is a okay, so I contributed a topic or a discussion, and then for the next 4 straight episodes, you've referenced it, and I love it. Like, it's not a direct nod to Ben, but I know that was because of me.
Yeah, you definitely helped keep that going for sure. Yeah.
So what else have you been up to?
Oh, a lot of work. I'm a union stooge now, so a lot of extra stuff going on there, and working on a couple of big projects. One big project, and that I can't really talk about yet. And then I'm helping somebody. They're doing a entry in a short film festival, so I'm wrestling together some spooky music for them for that.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Too bad our short film didn't work out.
Yeah.
Liam wanted to make a short film, and he had it's funny.
It was so good too.
Yeah.
It's like, because in your mind's eye, you know what it looks like, and then when you actually have to get behind the camera and try to set up the shots, the whole thing falls apart, and we just scrapped the whole idea and we just played video games for 2 days.
Yeah, I remember. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Let me get this. Like, it was a good idea too. Like, it was a really, really good idea.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we'll write it like a book or something.
We'll make a creepypasta, and then we'll have somebody else make it. That's how you do it.
I remember
the
first time my friend who I made the movies with got a camera, and we were going around doing some B-roll, and he's hanging out the car, and we're like driving through the graveyard and getting this really moody shot, and he's like, "Oh, it's gonna look awesome," and then we look back and it just looks like shit. It was like the worst. I mean, it was almost a waste of tape. It was terrible.
Were you able to use? Could you use any of it?
No, we never ended up using it. That was just like us figuring out how to use everything, and then after that we used a different camera and had somebody who actually knew how to use the camera, so that helped a lot. If you can find a friend who's like a little familiar with shooting video, it makes a huge difference.
I like it.
Or even if an acquaintance. I think
we're gonna try and do another video night where we want to try to shoot like a 3 to 5 minute, like whatever video. I want to do it in like a day, like shoot it all, and then I'll take the week to edit
behind
it.
The scenes, that'd be great.
That would be great. I got some ideas.
Filming a short film in less than 24 hours.
What I wanted to do, and like I lost track of it, but next year, the twins, my sister's girlfriend has twins, and out of nowhere they decided to make a horror movie. So they shot like a 7-minute horror film with like the knives and the blood and the whole thing, but they won't show anybody. So next year, I think for October, that gives us a year, Liam. It gives us a year.
Screw, why don't we do it this year, bro?
Because we got Chicago coming up. We get no time before. But next year for Halloween, I want to do like a movie review and just see if we get a couple people making a couple of short films, live stream them. That'd be kind of cool. A little film festival.
At 12 o'clock.
At 12 o'clock. The witching hour.
Hell yeah.
Do an overnight podcast, just like a late one.
You want to do a late night over? You could do that tonight. Maybe. Anyway. Did I see that you had released a new album on Bandcamp?
I did, yes. Yeah, I did.
What's the name of that album?
It's called Causable.
Causable.
Yep, or Cause-able, really, I guess. Yeah. It's lo-fi jams and stuff.
I like that.
Kind of mellow.
Where did that come from?
My friend at work, Abel, we were talking about my music, and he suggested, a couple of years back that he's like, you should probably dabble in lo-fi because you could probably do good stuff with that. and I started because of him. I kind of put me on that track, and I was like, yeah, I kind of like this stuff. So it's all his fault if you hate it, but yeah.
I did look into Liam. So we got the logo with the gnomes. I did reach out to somebody to see if they can make me a lo-fi animation, that kind of like the ones that just repeat, like the little girl writing, right? We should get a lo-fi, like
The gnome running around.
yeah, just running back and forth the screen. Like we need one. I was gonna put out a lo-fi video and put it on repeat for like 12 hours. It was gonna be a little while ago. I fell asleep while streaming. So there's like 40 minutes of me snoring.
Oh damn!
I was on that night.
So I was gonna just like repeat that for 12 hours.
I like that. That's great. Oh man, it'd be like that sometimes, man.
Man, I felt bad. I don't know if you saw it. I don't think I took it down. But one night in like at 3 a.m., I was just like,
Metroid?
huh?
The Metroid?
No, the day after Metroid. I wanted to do like a late night radio show. And I was like, well, the problem with the radio show is like I can't play songs because they're all copyrighted. So, and it's the new OBS system I was using. So I was just practicing. So I jumped on for like half an hour and I reviewed JSarge's songs and I forgot to link the audio. So there's a half an hour live stream of me commenting and just jamming out and nobody can hear
Like
shit.
complete silence. It's like it's like an Andy Kaufman bit, kind of, right? It's like next level comedy where you're like, this music is, oh, I love this part right here.
Oh my God, it's the funniest thing. And I'm just commenting, I'm like, this part right here, guys. And I didn't realize it until like 2 days later. Oh my God, it's so much fun. Oh.
Yeah, and what's funny is you're playing it for me, and I'm just like, or you sent me the link and I'm watching it and I was so flattered, but I was like, do I tell him the music's not there? I'm like, this is really cool. I really appreciate you like plugging me and playing the stuff and saying nice things about it, but there's no music there.
Oh, that is true because I did send it to you. He's like, oh, that is right. You're the one that told me there was no sound. Oh, that's the funniest thing in the world, man.
At the end, and what's funny is I'm so anxious about stuff like that. My thought was like, I wonder if he's testing me. So I'm gonna have to tell him.
Oh, that's how good the music was. YouTube made me edit it out.
Even I copyright struck you. That's what happened.
Oh, that's the funniest stuff, man. I'm enjoying this podcasting thing.
You really are, man.
Oh, you still listen occasionally when you get a chance?
Yeah, it's harder and harder to find time. I'm so far behind on everything. I haven't even listened to mine lately. But yeah, it's been a little while. But I love what you're doing. You guys you're going ahead. It's funny. I talk about doing stuff, and then like 10 years later, I get around to doing it. And you talked about stuff on our podcast, and you've already like gone several episodes in with your kid, with Whimsy with the Z.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Liam, why are you laughing?
I just did. That's all right. Like,
Liam was like, I want to be on the Whimsy with the Z because it was originally going to be 5 kids. And Liam's like, I want to be on there. So I'm like, all right, we're going to do 6 kids. I'm like, I don't know how we're going to find time, but we made it work. And we're going and going, and then school starts up again, and he's just like, I don't got time for this right now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
It's fun, man. I was like, so one of the things like you brought up, right? So when I was on your show, you had mentioned that you had an idea years ago of just picking up strangers and asking them to tell a story, because after they die, it would be lost to death, right?
Yeah.
You were going to call it like Encyclopedia Humanica?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So we did that with Ming Chen.
Oh, I did hear that one. I did hear Ming come back. That was really cool of him to come back.
Yeah. But I can't spell Humanica and I can't spell encyclopedia, so I can't.
Well, you
right
can't
now-
type it in. You can't type it in, misspell it on the computer, and have it fix it for you.
No, because I'm so far off.
Oh.
So right now they're just JW capsule stories. It's a working title, but it's
What's funny is I see that and I'm like, Jehovah's Witness stories.
Oh man, so this is why we workshop it.
Yeah.
I don't want to because I don't want to fall in one of those situations where, like, I'm the WWF, and then all of a sudden they're like, "That's the World Wildlife Foundation."
Oh yeah, right. The World Wildlife Foundation. Sure.
All right, so we got to find something kind of witty,
No Diddy.
but
No, did he? Hopefully not. Damn.
right.
Yeah.
But we got to find words that I know how to spell. So we got to name it something that I know how to spell. That's the problem, because I can't spell.
Esophagus.
I can't spell esophagus. So, and then with the Whimsy with the Z, one of the girls, Pinky, she did her Whimsy with the Z, and then she was like, "We should do an extra episode on your Monday show, like a Pinky Unplugged." And we went a little bit more deep into some other topics and like areas. Very great episode. But one of the things that she even mentioned was, and the reason why I like your whole time capsule story idea is she came up with the analogy of like she and her best friend go to an amusement park and have the best day ever. But if her friend dies, that whole memory is gone from existence. It's like I equated it to the Coco of stories. Like, so if she doesn't tell that story 50 years from now, that moment in time almost doesn't exist.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's like deep now.
Yeah,
like,
that is wow. Yeah.
We were just looking for some, funny antidotes, tell some jokes, but now it's like we got to tell stories so that they're not lost. Do you have a story, Liam? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to, like we did with Ming Chen, we're going to go ahead and enter a couple of stories into this time capsule, the Jehovah's Witness time capsule.
No. I don't have a story.
Right. JSarge, I did give you a heads up. Do you have a story you would like to enter into your time capsule?
I do. I actually was kind of wrestling with which story to tell, but you mentioned you guys were going to Chicago or something about Chicago?
Chronicon, the Kevin Smith convention.
Oh, nice. That's funny. I just watched Jay and Silent Bob reboot yesterday.
Nice.
That's, weird. And now there's more Chronicon. So you guys are going to Chronicon. Very cool.
Yeah, it's the first time I'm taking Liam cross state lines by myself.
Ooh.
It's going to be exciting. Just me and him.
Nice. You going to do any car recording? Since that's where it all started, right?
We'll probably, we're going to fly out.
If no one's on the plane, we'll record on the plane. Deal?
I'll record on the plane. But I think I have two recorders. My laptop I'm going to bring with me. So we're going to record as much as we can. Ming on his episode specifically said that if we went up there, he would podcast with us. So we're going to try to get a full episode with him on there.
Nice.
But yeah, it's going to be exciting, man. I'm just going to run around with the recorder and get everybody.
Get to meet Kevin James.
Nice.
It's going to be exciting. I can't wait for that episode. I don't even know what, like...
Yeah, it's 2 weeks away.
It's 2 weeks away. So close. Do you do conventions?
No, not really. It's too many people for me. I didn't like.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of people.
Crowds. But we just had Fan X here. My wife goes every year. Carrie goes, and she met Keith David yesterday, 2 days ago.
Who's Keith David?
Oh, you don't know Keith David? Oh my gosh, you know his voice. He's in everything. He does. He did a voice in. He's doing a voice in that hotel. What is that cartoon that's big right now with the young people? Hotel. Crap. He's in The Thing, the original The Thing.
Okay.
Kurt Russell and him at the end. They're the last. He's got that great deep voice. He's been in everything. He is amazing. You know him for the voice. He does video games. He was in Mass Effect. I might have said that already.
Oh, very nice. Where'd you meet him?
Oh, at Fan X. It's like Comic-Con. But
okay.
Yeah.
There's conventions everywhere.
Yes. Conventions all over. It's convention season, I think.
I love it.
Yeah. You do a lot of conventions?
No. We're trying to. We did a very small, like 300 person, maybe 5. No, it's like 300. Let's be fair. Like
200.
It was in a hotel, very small. That was the first one I ever went to. Then we did one, our local one,
You did.
For a day, and there are so many people. It is crazy. I can't even but it was fun. We took Sophie. We played with some stuff, but we're slowly getting into the con scene a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think after Chronicon, I think we're going to be like professionals.
That sounds like it. Man, if you get a pod with Ming over there, you will be.
Liam, at that con, if we're recording with Ming Chen, like maybe like on the con floor after hours, what celebrity walks in the door that you want to have sit down and hang out with us for a minute?
The Rock.
The Rock. The Rock in Chicago just happens to be stumbling by.
Chronicon.
That'd be so cool. I want Rosario Dawson.
Yeah.
She's very cool.
All right, let me give you like a serious answer.
Okay.
Ben Affleck.
Oh, sick. I'd take an Affleck. Affleck.
Batman. And
Holden
from
Chasing Amy.
And
That's
the
very
recent
cool.
divorce.
Yeah.
Recently divorced. Dang.
All right, JSarge, what celebrity do you want on your suggested articles podcast?
Man. That's a really good question. Who do I think would have really interesting stories? I don't know. I'm not a big celebrity guy. I would like the what's his name? Ed Kowalczyk. He's the lead singer to that band Live. They were in the 90s.
Oh,
Yeah, he has really cool stuff to say about music. So we could take like a music kind of podcast and do suggested articles through that. Might be interesting. Yeah.
I mean, if you want to get like way out there and kind of just definitely go off the rails, Joe Rogan, he's all about that conspiracy theory stuff.
He's like whatever.
I don't like him either, but
Yeah, me neither.
I'm just trying to think who else is big into conspiracy theories.
Oh, there are these guys. Actually, there's a great podcast called Stuff They Don't Want You to Know. And they release like 5 days a week. So they'll do like new episodes. They'll do mailbags. They'll do old episodes. And they cover all sorts of really cool conspiracy stuff. And they start with the crazy stuff, and then they research it really deeply. And so they're like, okay, now here's where it gets weird, because this is the part of this that's true, that is actual, really going on and stuff like that. So it's kind of fun. Has a nice format. They actually had Dan Harmon on once. That was a
very
cool
nice.
episode.
I'm trying to think of what's my favorite conspiracy theory.
Oh, I was just thinking that. All right, JSarge, give Lim a second.
Yeah.
What is your favorite conspiracy theory?
There's so many. I think my favorite one is still the whole, just that there's aliens and they live in bases underground in the desert. That's always gonna be my favorite. We're being visited by aliens and they're abducting us and testing us and probing us.
Like we're in a
Classic.
We're in a fish tank.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
The one that I kind of like, I don't know if it's my favorite, but the one that's the government's controlling the Mandela effect.
Mm-hmm.
Because what was it? Fruit of a Loom and the cornucopia, the logo.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea behind the conspiracy theory is that the government is actively trying to create Mandela effects to test their ability to change history, basically. Because for years we thought the Fruit of the Loom's logo was one thing, and then all of a sudden they're like, no, it wasn't. It was never there. And then everybody's like, it was never there. And they over time they got everybody to be like, yep, it never happened. But it did happen. It's sinister.
It is sinister. The thing about playing with people's memories, though, is memories are notoriously terrible. Like,
oh yeah,
like anytime you have an eyewitness in court, that's like the worst kind of testimony, because it's like it's always going to have mistakes, and we confabulate things, and we mistake things, and we replace them. And so I think that, I mean, I could see them doing that, because that's something that they could yeah, that's a scary one.
What you got, Liam?
Well, mine is the JFK killing.
The Kennedy assassination.
Who do you think did it?
I don't know, but I remember watching the Umbrella Academy, and I remember like one of their big things was trying to find out who did it, and it got me just even more like curious of like who actually did it.
Yeah,
but because didn't his like brother die too?
Yeah, later.
Yeah.
His brother was also assassinated.
Then Area 51. I remember I was like
Yeah.
in third grade, and like my friends were trying to scare me about like there's a nuke gonna go off and that we were all gonna die.
Oh man, a couple summers ago, my wife and I, we drove on the extraterrestrial highway in Nevada that goes past the Groom Mountains, and there's this place called Rachel, Nevada, which is where all the OG conspiracy guys would go and meet before they hiked up into the mountains, and then they'd go back there and they'd have their, burgers and drinks and tell stories and stuff. And it's a total tourist trap now, but it was kind of cool to be there. Because I grew there were, back when I was your age, it was AM radio and crazy dudes at night telling you about the black mailbox out there in at Area 51, and it's terrifying.
I loved, oh God, it was like 6 or 7 years ago now where they were going to storm Area 51.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Like, I love the idea that they were like, we're like hundreds of thousands of people, like, we're coming, and they all showed up and nobody did it though.
Oh yeah.
It was a huge party. It was like Burning Man.
Oh, nice.
All right. I think we got off track for a second. What is your time capsule story?
Well, okay. So speaking of Chicago, that's funny. I used to live there, and back in 1994, I went to opening day. It was April 4th, opening day at Wrigley Field. Cubs versus the Mets. It was a blustery day. I had the absolute worst seat in Wrigley Field. It was a bench behind one of the pillars that holds up the scoreboard in center field. The legendary score. So center view, if I just was sitting in my seat, was totally blocked. I could see down the right. I could see right field over here because it's reversed, I guess, and I could see a little bit of left field. But yeah, I spent most of the game leaning towards the guy that was sitting next to me, who was this super drunk dude who was dressed like one of the Blues Brothers and had a big bag of pistachios that he was eating the entire game. And the reason that I'm telling the stories is it was just this cool. I grew up kind of a fan of the Cubs, and I collected baseball cards and stuff. And I actually got to see Doc Gooden pitch for the Mets that day. But the coolest thing that happened was this guy who I don't think anybody in that stadium had ever heard of. His name's Carl Rhodes, but his nickname was Tuffy. He led off with a home run. And then when he came back up the second time, he hit another home run. And the third time he came up, he hit another home run. So he hit 3 home runs on opening day, Wrigley Field, and it was insane. The crowd was electric, and even though the Cubs lost, nobody cared because we all were like, that was so cool, that thing we saw. And it's just one of those moments where you have this connection with all these people that you don't even know and you're never going to meet, but you have this really kind of random connection. And anyway, it was just a really cool thing to have seen, leaning into this dude that was totally drunk, and he passed out a couple times, just slumped over. It was, yeah. Anyway, but good times. Me and the Blues Brother watching some baseball.
How often do you think about that memory? That memory?
Anytime I run into anybody who just smells like booze, that boozy alcohol,
Yeah.
it's just, that's the first thing that comes to my mind.
Is it the game, or is it the drunk guy that was at the game?
It's a little bit of both, because it just takes me back to that. It's that smell. It just takes me back to Wrigley Field. That's
so crazy, because that man has such an influence.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I don't even know his name. No, don't know his name. Just yeah.
Oh, that's so cool to be like.
I hope he sees this then.
Right? He's like, I was at that game.
Right.
And I was that drunk guy behind the pillar.
It's like, that was me. If you're out there, please let me know. Find me, dude.
How random would that be? That would be like I don't know, man. That shit goes viral.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have a story, Liam?
No.
All right. I'm trying to. Well, he just okay. So just because it needs to get recorded, it's like one of my favorite memories with my dad. We were going up to El Paso for like a family reunion. I met a stepbrother that I didn't even know I had. Well, I know I had, but I never didn't know he was going to be up there. But it was, so he picks me up, and it's like maybe a 9-hour drive, maybe. But we're just talking, having a good time, and then we stop at a casino, and we lost like 2 hours at the casino. We didn't win anything. And then we stopped like 3 different times on the way there. There's no reason to stop 3 times for food on a 9-hour drive.
Unless you're with me.
Unless you're with Liam. But it was,
3 times.
So like we were supposed to be there at like 4 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And then like 4:30 rolls around, we start getting phone calls from the family. Where you at? We're like, oh, we're close. We're 25 minutes away. And we're still 3 hours away.
Oh my gosh.
And it's just so funny because like every hour they kept calling, and I looked at him, and I'm like, every time they call, it was always, we're 25 minutes away. We didn't get there until like 9 o'clock.
Oh wow.
We were like 5 hours late. I just love that. Oh, it was just so funny that like he does, for whatever reason, it's like one of those things where I guess like you're embarrassed to be like, I'm way behind schedule, so you just make up a time and just hope that people forget you, and then you just show up whenever you can. But it was like 4 phone calls in which we told people, and at one point we were like, oh yeah, we're coming over the mountain right now. We were still an hour away. Oh man, but it was just the funniest thing, because then we show up and they're like, what took you so long? We're like, oh. Yeah, I mean, it's just like those. It's a nothing memory to anybody else. Nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
But it's like the handful of memories I got with Dad. Like it's we're 25 minutes away, comma 6 hours late. I love it. All right, we have a game. So you said you listened to the Ming Chen episode.
Yes.
We did a Whimsy Gauntlet. So we came up. So I got some cards.
Okay.
I got some questions.
Okay.
Some easy, some hard ones. Okay. To be fair, right now they're still pretty tame.
All right.
But the idea is, as we develop this game a little bit and we find harder questions, the idea is it's like it's a roadside attraction. Like, can you eat 72-ounce steak in 30 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
It's, can you survive 7 questions of the gauntlet?
Oh, okay. All right.
So I have all these cards. I'm mixing them up.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to pull them off to take 7 random questions.
All right.
Can I play along too?
Yes.
So if I can't answer if I tap out, I'm done.
Yep, you're done.
You're done.
Okay.
And you would be the first person to tap out.
Oh, I like being the first. Okay. First.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Phil, real quick, because they're all, I just shuffle them all together. I'm going to look through them real quick, and they're kind of numbered. So I'm going to put them in order from easiest to hardest.
Okay.
And then we're going to play. All right. So Phil, Liam.
Oh, so there's been a lot of like movies that have been like teased. What movie are you most excited for that's coming up?
I don't. I'm so out of touch. Wait, give me some names of movies. I literally I sleep during the day. I work at night.
So like,
missing out on
I'll
ads.
give you all like the
Okay.
Disney ones. Like I
Okay.
got the live action Lilo and Stitch. I have the new Incredibles. What do I have? I'm forgetting now. I'm spacing.
What are you excited?
Frozen.
What movie are you excited for?
Oh, The Incredibles.
The Incredibles?
That sounds cool. That was the first one. Was one of my favorite movies when I was first stay-at-home dad with my kids. We watched that a lot.
Do you like working overnights?
Yeah, I do, and I don't. It's hard to explain. I've always like since I've been a grown up, an adult, I guess. Since I had adult jobs, I've always worked graveyards. Yeah. I don't know. You got to be kind of kooky, or it will make you kooky over time. And it's kind of, I don't know.
Because I've been doing it for 15 years.
Yeah.
Plus
the other job, right? It's a little, and you have another job. Yeah, it's a grind, right? I know it takes years off your life. And stuff.
For sure. It's weird because it messes with your brain chemistry.
Yeah.
Because like your body is supposed to be asleep, but you're awake, and now you're just throwing like your entire like the human body is like wildly complex, and like over years of evolution, it's like you're supposed to be asleep when the sun is down, and then I'm like I'm awake.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, can I like backtrack? I just remembered. There's a Gladiator 2 coming out.
Okay.
And I'm really excited for that because the first movie was like amazing.
I do like the first Gladiator.
And the soundtrack too.
Do you know who wrote the music for that song or that movie?
You told me, but I don't remember.
Zimmer, right? Zimmerman? Hans Zimmerman?
Hans Zimmer, yeah. I think it's just Zimmer.
Zimmer. All right. So I got your questions in order here.
Okay.
Remember, the idea is it's gonna start a little easy. We're gonna ease you into a false sense of security. Before bang, you get to the last question. Do you tap out?
Okay.
Okay. Again, these are all softball right now because we're still developing the harder questions.
Okay.
All right. Liam, you go first. We're gonna alternate. But you're both answering the questions, but you're gonna answer first right now.
Okay.
What one movie prop would you take from a movie?
Ooh. Should I just take the Infinity Gauntlet,
that'd be cool.
With all the stones, because that's just one.
Was it real or was it all CGI?
Why does it matter? So you're talking about not I thought you were talking about fiction. I can take something from a fiction world into real life.
No, like a movie prop. So the ruby red slippers. You would I want the original slippers.
Yeah, Dorothy slippers.
Said movie prop.
Probably like a car or something.
Which car?
The Batmobile.
Which Batmobile?
The Christian Bale one.
Nice. Oh, that was a bomb one, dude. That's a monster of a Batmobile. All right, JSarge.
For me, it would have to be the sign from the "I assure you we're open" sign from Clerks. I would steal that in a heartbeat.
I wonder if he still has that.
For sure.
He keeps a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he does. So who knows? Someone has it. Maybe.
Well, in theory, realistically, I could buy the Buddy Christ.
Well,
how
much is it?
Kevin did say on one episode years ago that he would sell it for the right price. I don't know. I don't know what movie prop I would buy. I'd want the original.
Out? That's fast.
The original shark from Jaws.
Oh, Bruce. Hell yeah.
That thing was a mess. Yeah. All right, JSarge.
Okay.
Your next question.
All right.
If you could know the answer to any question, what would you ask?
Who killed JFK?
Who killed JFK? I like it. Liam.
Are aliens real?
Ooh, nice. Might be the same question. So what if it was aliens that killed JFK? 2 birds with 1 stone.
2 in 1.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know though, because like, if we have aliens on our not even if they're not on our planet, and I just know they're out there, that's so weird. Like, that humans and animals aren't the only life form in the world, and that means that there's other planets where we can live, and like, possibly like another universe dimension. Like, it's weird to think about.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, the universe is so vast, and to think that of infinite possibilities of things, that we happen to be the one thing that exists.
Because, like, where did the idea of superheroes come from? Like, did someone just think of that? No, like, no way. Like, it has to be real.
You think superheroes were created because somebody saw Superman do something? He's like, well, I'm just going to steal it.
Or, no, like, it just came into the thought of someone, and it was like, this, I don't know.
Kennedy. I like the Kennedy one. Where's the remote?
Yeah, that's a good question. Where are the keys to my Mazda 92 Mazda Protege that I lost?
To be fair, if I had to ask, if I could know, there was it would have been, let's see, 5th grade would have been what, 10 or 11? Is that right? No. Yeah, 10 or 11. Me and my buddy Jason on a sleepover one night had a radio and a blank tape in it, and we hit record, and we, no joke, did a radio show / podcast, and I had that tape for like 10 years, and I lost it. It's completely gone. But I would be like, does that tape still exist, and where? Because I think that'd be super cool to have a 30-year-old tape of me just goofing off.
That would be cool.
I mean, all right, Liam, if you were a rock, where in the world would you want to be located, and why?
Such a you question.
You can be any one thing in your fridge. No. All right, you're a rock. Where are you located, and why?
It's like, yes, can I be like a big rock?
You can be whatever rock you want to be.
I want to be in the middle of New York. You know, like, a lot to see.
But are you like in a garden? You're on the sidewalk. You're getting kicked.
The sidewalk getting kicked.
You want to be kicked. You want to be kicked around New York. All right, JSarge, you're a rock. Where are you located?
Probably on the banks of the Colorado River. That's all of my favorite places are on the Colorado River. So, you know, I could kind of mosey my way through my lifetime down the Colorado toward the ocean. I don't know if it gets there anymore, but I'd see lots of cool places. A lot of peacefulness. I love the sound of just a lazy running river. You know, it's a good peaceful noise.
Is that a cold river?
Madonna's bathroom.
Man, yeah, I'd be chilling in and then just watching shit ripple. And then if you were there long enough, you could see it. Like, then is it the Colorado that helped create the Grand Canyon?
Yeah.
How cool would that be? You were there day one before the Grand Canyon.
That'd be cool.
And then you're like, hey guys, remember 100,000 years ago, it wasn't this big.
Yeah. I remember when it was a puddle. The grand puddle.
All right, JSarge.
Mm-hmm.
You start an indie band. What is your name, and what kind of music do you play?
Rap Fink, and we're a Violent Femmes cover band. Kind of. And then we start out as a cover band, but then we start doing our own folk punk music.
Yeah. What's the name?
Rat Fink.
Rap Fink?
Rat Fink.
Rat Fink.
Yeah.
Why Rat Fink?
Yeah, it's a Violent Femmes reference.
All right, Liam.
It's like a hard question, but it's not.
Does the name?
The name makes it hard.
The name makes it hard. Like, so mine would be mixing plaids because Nikki hates it when I mix my plaids. I wear big plaid shirts, tiny plaid shorts. She hates it when I mix my plaids.
What
kind of music would I play?
Oh, I would definitely do like
Gregorian chants.
no, like a rock, like when the crowd like can sing along with you word for word.
Nice.
And like you're at those festivals and like they're all cheering. Like that sounds great.
So you want loud, hard, everybody participate.
Yeah, that's my band name, Loud Hard.
I like it, loud and hard. What would be, Liam? What would be your best? Is it his question?
Uh-huh.
No, he was in.
No, I answered that one first.
Yeah, Indy.
Yeah, this one's
Oh,
yours.
my bad.
Yeah, calm down. There's some rules here.
Nice try. I see what you're
Right?
doing. Yeah.
I don't do a lot of things consistently. I need some rules from the game. What would be your best Groundhog's Day?
If I can redo it, like, what does that mean?
Yeah, I was wondering if you knew the reference. Yes, it's you repeat the same day over and over. Your best Groundhog's Day.
That's a hard question because there's so many good memories that you could like. Is it a memory that's already happened or something that I could just?
You can, if you have an idea of what your future one looks like the day you won the World Series, I'll take it. Yeah, because to be fair, you only have half of a life so far.
Hopefully less than half.
I'm not living till 26.
Damn, that's dark.
No, but I'll probably relive like being born.
Whoa, that'd be deep, dude. Because like over time, like you start to like because Groundhog's Day, he remembers everything. So if you do it enough, like as a baby, you're like, that would be wicked. I couldn't even wrap my head around what that would be like. Like if for 10,000 days you were born and it like started to like develop like a consciousness as a baby and start comprehending that shit, that'd be intense. Dude, that's wigging me out, dude. All right, JSarge.
I don't think it has to be like an event. Just let it be one of my days off. Like a Saturday where I don't have to go to work and I don't have any plans. Just let me do that for 10,000 days. That would be amazing. Might finally get some sleep.
All right. So what does that do?
That sounds a little psychotic now.
No, dude. So it's a thinker. It's a good one. All right. So your Groundhog Day. What are you thinking? Like a 10-hour nap day?
Yeah.
Maybe like 8-hour nap and then time to, do something in the evening. I don't know. Dinner with the family. It had to be I want it to be in autumn, so it's like the air's a little crisp and the leaves are turning, and you get the smell of wood burning stoves from the neighborhood. Yeah.
The day that you saw the cows walking across the yard.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Although that's the beginning of the summer, right? No, the end of summer. When they
that was on the radio show that I did that had no sound. I commented and it was like, yeah, he saw some cows, and they're like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, listen to it. You can pretend like they're cows, and then like there's nothing there for people to hear.
What are you saying?
I don't worry about it. Okay, who's next? JSarge.
This is my turn. Yeah.
If you were a ghost, who and where would you haunt? I'd haunt your mom. I want to do that.
Yeah, you better cut that away.
No. All right, who are we haunting and where? I guess it could be a where, comma, or like a slash who. Because like if you want to haunt like a library, I would take a who or a where.
Dang. I think I'd want to be like a ghost in like the Wild West, one of those Wild West towns like Tombstone or something. That'd be kind of cool because there's, always goofy stuff happening, people dressing up, and
And then you kind of sit. I mean, because like,
yeah.
All right.
Or I can think. I don't want to name anyone specifically, but I can think of some managers I've had in the past that I would just like hide behind every door they had and just scare the shit out of them every chance I got.
Oh,
So
I'd be knocking shit off the walls all day.
Make that my Groundhog Day. I'm haunting that douche.
Well, I'm definitely haunting Disneyland. Right? Because listen, it's supposed to be the happiest place on earth.
Okay.
And like, I'm kind of weird, but like, it's someone else. I'm dead, right? So I'm not happy. I want to go ruin their days. Like, happiest place on earth. Like, no, they're on the Incredicoaster, and I just loosen their thing on the loop-de-loop, and they die.
Oh, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, I do.
No, okay. I was thinking more like sabotage stuff. So you wait for the line to get to its longest, and then be like, "Just kidding, you can't ride the ride now."
And then like chain the gate so they
and just start like knocking people's stuff over,
or like them like stab. Sorry,
like steal their phones.
it's blown away.
All right. Number 7. This is in theory the hardest of all of the questions.
Easy.
Okay.
Yeah, I told you we're softballing right now. Liam, text a random person right now. I'm thinking of you and just wanted to say hi, Whimsy. Random. You can't be like, I don't know how to define random, but you right now, will you text somebody? Just thinking of you. Just wanted to say hi, Whimsy.
That's say Whimsy.
You have to say Whimsy, or do you tap out?
I don't want to be the first ever, so I'll do it.
All right, who is it going to be?
My mom.
No, it's random. Mom's not random.
I'll do an old friend I haven't talked to
Deal.
in a year.
All right, old friend he hasn't talked to in a year. All right, I'm just gonna.
Oh my god.
That's the funniest thing ever. We're now just I have integrity, so we're just gonna wait a second while Liam types this up and I can watch him send it. We'll need the
Oh.
Let me see.
No. Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it to the other Jeff. Oh my God. That's the dumbest thing in the world.
It's pretty good.
Stop.
That's so stupid.
It's not funny. Stop.
It is
No, it's not.
because Jeff is gonna reach out to JSarge and be like, "Why is Ben thinking about me, Whimsy?" Oh my God, that is the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Just look. Last time texted December 9th, 2023.
9 months later, you see. Oh, that is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
What is it? Just here. Say it.
What is it? Just wanted to say hi. Was just thinking of you, Whimsy. Oh,
I just wanted to say hi. I was just thinking of you, Whimsy. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that is the funniest thing I've ever seen. All right, JSarge. Have you found your person?
Shit. I don't know, man. Might tap out. All right. I'm just gonna spin my thing here, and whoever comes up.
Oh, that's a good way to do it.
Holy crap! Okay, I'm gonna spin it again. That fucking. It's not a good selection. Wow, I have a bunch of. Shit.
Like, it's a little bit out there for a number. Like, that's a good number 7.
Good number 7. Yeah, that's a good one. I'm thinking about tapping out. Okay, let's see. Shit. Oh, fuck. Nope. Just can't. Oh shit, man.
All right.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, I just suppose it doesn't have to be like hard random. It could just be like a cousin maybe that you haven't talked to in a month or a year.
Okay.
I don't think it has to be like the most random person ever.
All right. You know what? Okay. Where are you?
I think the fun part of it is how deep are you willing to go?
So
Like Liam went 9 months. I haven't talked to you, Whimsy.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, so stupid. I hate you so bad. Oh, fuck.
Like it really is like the dumbest thing to be asked to do for a random game that you don't
Can I
want
text it to Chase Fraud Alert?
what if you texted like Walt?
Oh, Walter Bry, because I doxed
Oh,
him.
no.
Oh. All right. Well, I did mine to Jeff.
Okay.
I'm waiting for him to be like, I don't know what he's doing. And I'm going to be like, don't worry
I think
about
you did it to the group chat, by the
it.
way.
I did, because I wanted you to see that I did it.
Oh, I see. What do I have to write? Okay, I got somebody.
Just thinking of you. Wanted to say hi, Whimsy. I think it's the Whimsy kind of throws it all off.
Yeah.
You're like, what does that mean? It's branding.
It is branding. Okay, wanting to say hi, Whimsy.
All right. So anybody listening?
Hey, here. This is to. Okay, so this is Spencer. He'll at least appreciate it.
I like it.
He'll have no idea what the freak it is, but there. See, I'm sending it. Wait, here. There's like the.
Yeah.
See, I wrote the rest there.
There you go.
There's that. Wait, there. Sorry.
I like it.
All right, and sent.
It's confirmed.
Sent.
Oh, all right. Anybody listening to this?
This
you
ought to
should
be a good
leave
reaction.
a comment of who you sent your random text to. I think everybody should do it. So if you're listening, text somebody at random.
What was
send it to my
Ming's
car.
last question?
Huh?
What was Ming's last question?
Oh, Ming's was, okay, you're in a public bathroom and you have no toilet paper, but you notice that there's a gentleman in the stall
right.
next to you. Do you ask for toilet paper? And if not, what do you do?
Hell no, I wait. I wait that out. I think I waited out. No, you got to ask because if you wait it out and try to change stalls, you're going to get caught mid-stall doing like the pants down shuffle. No, that's
Right?
Yeah, that's a bad situation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because,
how about you? What are you doing?
Because girls would be like, yeah, hey, help me out. And they'd help each other out. But
I would eventually ask, but it would take me a long time to work up the nerve. And it would probably be one of those things where, like, I'll ask the next person and then nobody comes in for like 2 hours.
Right.
But if I got up and got out, they'd immediately, 5 people would walk in and be like, what the hell?
Yeah. Because you're very vulnerable in that state. And
Yeah.
But it's weird, though, because in theory, there's nothing to be embarrassed about because the other guy there would understand your predicament.
Yeah. It's something probably a lot of people can relate to. It's
right.
probably happened to everybody at some point.
Liam's already getting replies back.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I love it. You got anything else for us, Liam? JSarge, tell us where we can hear your podcast.
Anywhere you listen to podcasts. It's on Spotify. What is it? Apple Store now, not iTunes.
Apple Podcast.
Yeah, Apple Podcast. I don't know other
Platforms.
Platforms. Yeah, any platform where you get your podcasts,
Right.
it's going to be up there. Yeah.
Right. And what's the name of it?
Suggested Articles, a podcast.
All right. And you come out every other week. They're fantastic episodes. You have
Thank you.
a very fun show. The premise is nice, and then the off the rails is even more fun.
It does get off the rails.
And
Deep conspiracy theories.
and I'm happy to be part
Yes.
some of those off of the rail conversations.
We're going to have you back on soon. So.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Sweet.
Oh yeah, because I got all kinds of stuff going on, man.
Nice.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's all we got for you right now. But we'll definitely have you back on sooner than 37 episodes.
Cool. Always happy to do it.
Definitely. I'll get you probably because you're getting into busy season now.
Yeah.
Oh, that does suck.
It does suck.
Liam, what's your first job going to be?
Whimsy.